fire weather conditions will continue through Wednesday, please be assured that all fire departments and all law enforcement agencies in the area will be prepared.
Wildfires have long been a part of California's history, but the recent Los Angeles fires have left the city grappling with devastation on an unprecedented scale. Over 23,000 acres have burned, homes have been reduced to ash, and thousands of residents have been displaced. With insured losses projected to exceed $20 billion, these fires are not just an environmental catastrophe but also a human and economic one. Before we dive into the controversies and theories surrounding these wildfires, we want to take a moment to sympathize with those affected. Families have lost homes, cherished belongings, and in some cases, loved ones. Communities are mourning, and the recovery process will be long and arduous. To those impacted, our thoughts are with you. Now, let's explore the theories that have sparked debates across social media, news outlets, and private discussions. From mysterious cancellations of insurance contracts to claims of advanced weaponry, these ideas may seem far-fetched to some, but they have captured the attention of many. Theory 1. The smart city land grab. One of the most talked about theories is the idea that the fires were deliberately set to clear land for a proposed smart city. According to proponents, this future city would be a high-tech urban environment prioritizing sustainability, automation, and connectivity. The theory suggests that certain areas in Los Angeles were targeted for redevelopment and that the fires conveniently wiped out existing structures to pave the way for these projects. Critics of this theory point to publicized plans for urban redevelopment in the region and argue that the alignment of these plans with the affected areas raises questions. For example, some have highlighted maps and documents that allegedly show future zoning plans overlapping with areas affected by the fires. Additionally, leaked communications have been cited as evidence of a coordinated effort, though their authenticity is often disputed. While no concrete proof has surfaced, the theory persists, reflecting deep-seated mistrust of government and corporate motives. What is undeniable, however, is the significant financial and developmental interest in transforming urban landscapes, which adds fuel to the speculation. Theory 2. Insurance companies' suspicious behavior. Another troubling aspect of the wildfires is the timing of changes made by several insurance companies. Just months before the fires, many homeowners received notices that their policies were being altered or canceled altogether. In some cases, wildfire coverage was explicitly removed. This has left thousands of residents unable to claim insurance for their losses. Conspiracy theorists argue that insurance companies had prior knowledge of the fires and adjusted their policies to avoid paying out massive sums. While industry experts attribute these changes to the rising frequency and severity of wildfires in California, the timing has understandably raised eyebrows. Adding to the suspicion is the fact that some of the affected areas had previously been flagged as high-risk zones by insurers, leading many to question the criteria used for such designations. Critics argue that the insurance industry's focus on profitability has come at the expense of those most vulnerable to disasters. The debate over the role of insurance companies highlights broader systemic issues within the industry, which is increasingly under scrutiny. Theory 3. Water shortages and stock removal. Water shortages have always been a challenge in California, but some allege that the Los Angeles Fire Department's inability to combat these fires effectively was not due to natural circumstances but deliberate actions. The theory claims that water stock was removed or redirected, leaving firefighters ill-equipped to control the flames. City officials have denied these allegations, stating that the fire department faced resource constraints due to the sheer scale of the fires. However, critics have pointed to reports suggesting that water reserves were diverted for other uses, such as agricultural irrigation or industrial projects. This has raised questions about the prioritization of resources during emergencies. Furthermore, some environmental groups argue that poor water management practices, combined with outdated infrastructure, have exacerbated the state's vulnerability to wildfires. The interplay between resource allocation and disaster preparedness remains a contentious topic, fueling public frustration and conspiracy theories alike. Theory 4. Directed energy weapons. A more controversial theory revolves around the use of directed energy weapons. Advocates of this theory suggest that high-powered lasers or energy beams were used to ignite the fires. Social media posts and videos showing oddly precise burn patterns and melted metal structures while nearby trees remained unscathed have been cited as evidence. Scientists and experts have debunked these claims, explaining that wildfires can produce such patterns due to varying material flammability and wind conditions. However, proponents of the directed energy weapons theory argue that similar patterns have been observed in other wildfire incidents, leading them to believe that advanced technology is being tested or deployed covertly. This theory often ties into broader narratives about government or military experimentation, reflecting a deep mistrust of authority. While the lack of credible evidence undermines its validity, the idea continues to captivate those seeking alternative explanations. Theory 5. Weather control and geoengineering. Another theory gaining traction is that these fires were a result of deliberate weather manipulation. Proponents argue that cloud seeding or other geoengineering techniques were used to induce drought conditions, creating an environment ripe for wildfires. While geoengineering is a real and heavily researched field, there is no evidence to suggest that it has been used maliciously to spark fires. The scientific community has repeatedly stated that climate change, not manipulation, is the primary driver of California's increasing wildfire risk. Nonetheless, this theory continues to circulate, often accompanied by claims of secret government programs or corporate agendas. To add context, geoengineering initiatives have been proposed as potential solutions to climate change, such as reflecting sunlight or enhancing carbon capture. Critics worry about the unintended consequences of such interventions, fueling speculation about their misuse. The line between scientific innovation and conspiracy often blurs in public discourse, making this theory particularly compelling to some. Theory 6. Arson by extremist groups. Some conspiracy theories blame extremist groups, such as Antifa or other organizations, for setting the fires intentionally to create chaos. This claim has been repeatedly denied by law enforcement, who have found no credible evidence linking these groups to the wildfires. However, accusations like these often gain traction in polarized political climates, where misinformation can easily spread. Social media platforms have played a significant role in amplifying these claims, often without verifying their accuracy. The danger of such narratives lies in their potential to divert attention from the real causes of wildfires and hinder effective responses. Theory 7. Involvement of celebrities and elites. Another narrative involves accusations against high-profile individuals or elites. Some theorists suggest that the fires were orchestrated to serve the personal or financial interests of influential people. This includes baseless claims that celebrities had a hand in starting the fires or used their influence to protect their properties while others burned. These theories often lack any supporting evidence and are dismissed as attempts to scapegoat prominent figures. However, they highlight the public's deep mistrust of wealth and power during times of crisis. Speculation about elite involvement underscores broader societal tensions, particularly in the context of economic inequality and political polarization. Theory 8. Environmental regulations and wildlife protection. Finally, some believe that environmental regulations aimed at protecting wildlife, such as the Delta smelt, have inadvertently exacerbated the wildfires. Critics argue that these policies have restricted water usage and land management practices, leaving communities more vulnerable to fires. While these regulations do exist, experts assert that they are not the primary cause of the wildfires. Instead, they point to a combination of climate change, population growth, and inadequate infrastructure as the main contributors. Nevertheless, debates over environmental policies continue to shape public perceptions of wildfire management and prevention. The Los Angeles wildfires have sparked not only flames but also fierce debates and conspiracy theories. Whether you believe in these theories or not, it's clear that public trust in institutions is at an all-time low. As recovery efforts continue, the focus must remain on supporting those affected and preventing future disasters. What do you think about these theories? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Together, we can uncover the stories that shape our world.